Hey guys, welcome back to Mariana and her $3,000 couch series. So, as you guys can see, I've changed my name to All Things Mariana. So you're going to get to know a lot of things about me. You'll see story times, just chit chats, day in my life, so many things. So it's all about me. So today we're going to do a questionnaire thing. So I have my little tablet here with a bunch of questions. So stay tuned. So the first question is, when was the last time that I lied? So, last time that I lied, I don't remember because I try not to lie. I think it's important to tell the truth. So last time that I lied was, dang, I don't remember. Oh, probably when I told my sister that the shoes that she sent me a picture of were cute. If she watches this, I'm sorry. When was the last time that you cried? Last time that I cried? Dang, that's another one. I try not to cry, but I do feel like I have anger issues sometimes, so if I cry, I cry. But last time that I actually cried was maybe back in July 2012. I'm tripping. 2022. And I'm over here because I have a tattoo on my leg. And that is when Papa was born and the day he passed away. So I think that's, I don't want to get too much into it, but that's definitely the last time I remember I cried. So a little over a year ago. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is losing my family, losing myself, losing everything that I built. That's my biggest fear. What's your biggest fantasy? My biggest fantasy is, I'm sure it's never going to come true, but I can only dream of happy ever after. I wish everybody had a happy ever after. I wish that everybody was happy. I wish that everybody was successful. I wish that everybody's dream just came true. That's one of the things that I fantasize about all the time, is just a perfect world. But to be realistic, I don't think that that's ever going to happen. This one says, do you believe in love? Do I believe in love? That's a good question. Very good questions. I want to say that I do believe in it for the most part, but it just has to be the right person. Because there's people that are out here saying, oh, I love you, yada, 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 and it's not even true. It's far from it. So it just depends. If this person understands every inch of me and understands everything about me and is just supportive and understands and meets all my criteria, I think maybe then I'll fall in love. But as of right now, I'm good. Do you have any fetishes? I don't think I do, no. What's something that you're glad your mom doesn't, what's something that you're glad your mom doesn't know about you? I can't say this, she's gonna watch this, so let's skip this one. Have you ever cheated on someone? No, I haven't. Have I been cheated on? Yeah. What's the worst thing you've ever done? I've done so many worse things that I can't even list them all. But I would say the worst thing that I've ever done was wish somebody bad, and that shit actually came true. Like, their whole life spiraled downhill. I'm not proud of that, but they shouldn't have messed with me. When people mess with me, it's game over. What's a secret you've never told anyone? If I told you guys, then it won't be a secret anymore. Therefore, I can't tell you. Do you have a hidden talent? I don't have a hidden talent that I can think of, but I love learning new languages, and I think it comes naturally to me where I understand. So far I speak Spanish, English, German, and French. So I think that's a hidden talent. Do you have a celebrity crush? I do. I love T. Higgins. He's so fine. Small world. My friends are actually friends with him. So we'll see. I'm gonna just call them and be like, hey, pass my number down. Put in a good word for me. So T. Higgins for sure. Ooh, you know who's also a little cutie patootie? I don't know how to say his name, but he's also on the Bengals. Andrei Yoshivash. That guy is handsome. This one asks, what's the worst intimate experience you've ever had? So this one is so funny to me because I think I've talked about it before. I don't remember. But this one time this guy came over and we hooked up, and it lasted like 2.5 seconds. That was the worst. Have you ever cheated on an exam? Duh. That's how I got around. And I graduated. Thanks to everybody. What's the most drunkest you've ever been? Back in January. That's the drunkest. I literally ended up hooking up with somebody. Oh, I did tell this story time. I ended up hooking with somebody for a couple hours. So that was back in January. But that was not the... Don't get it twisted. That's not the same one as my worst experience. This is a different experience. Have you ever broke the law? No, but I have had speeding tickets. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done? I don't think I get embarrassed easily. I don't remember. What's your biggest insecurity? I don't have insecurities because I'm a boss bitch and I think that I am perfect, so I don't have any. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made? My baby daddy. What's the most disgusting thing you've ever done? The most disgusting thing I've ever done. I don't want to put myself out there on blast, but I'll just keep that one to myself. I can't answer that. What's your worst habit? So I have a lot of worst habits. I don't listen to anybody. I do my own thing. But at the same time, I don't think those are worst habits. I think those are amazing qualities to have. Just do your own thing and be your own person. I get the ick so easily. Like, if you are trying to talk to me and I see that you're doing something sus, I'm done. Game over. What's the worst thing you've ever said to someone? I think the worst thing I've ever said to somebody was that I hated them and I wish they never existed. Have you ever peed in the shower? I have. Is that not normal? What's the strangest dream you've had? So I don't want to say that it was a strange dream. It was more so of an answered dream. So before Pablo passed away, I knew in my heart that I needed to give him a hug. And this is what I regret. I regret not giving him a hug. And in my heart, I knew I had to give him a hug, and I didn't. And that was the last time that I saw him alive. And I had that feeling that I needed to talk to him. I needed to hug him. I just needed to hug him. And I didn't. And then a few days later, he passed away. And that is something that I'm going to carry forward the rest of my life. But I ended up having a dream where it was a white room and it was him and both my kids. I don't want to cry about it, but he was hugging my kids so tight. And I'm just standing there and I didn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then he reaches out to me to give him a hug. And I hugged him. And he said, everything's gonna be okay. So, that was an answered dream, not a strange dream. I ended up getting my hug, but it wasn't the hug that I wanted. But it was answered. Oh gosh, enough crying. What's the weirdest place you've ever hooked up with somebody? In bathrooms? Have you ever lied to get out of a bad date? Not really, because I'd like to say that I haven't really been on a first date. What's the most trouble you've been in? So I'm a good girl and I try not to be in trouble. So I would say maybe just being called down to the principal's office. That was the worst trouble I've been in. But my mom didn't do anything, so I guess I've never been in trouble. What's the biggest misconception about you? So the biggest misconception about me would be that people think I'm mean, that people think I'm rude, that sometimes people think that I don't know what I'm doing, but little do they know that I'm already 10 steps ahead of them. I think people think that I'm mean because I'm too honest. I am the type of person that I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell you how it is, and I tell you what I'm thinking of at that moment. So people take things how they want to take things, and I don't put up with the BS. I'm very honest. So people think that I'm just mean. People can't take honesty. And then somebody asks, what's your biggest regret? My biggest regret in life is not giving Papa a hug before he passed away. Somebody asks, what's your favorite sport? My favorite sport is football. What's the longest time? Okay, this is cray-cray. What's the longest time you've gone without showering? The longest time I've gone without showering would probably be 2 days. That's a long time for me. I try to take at least 2 showers a day. Do you talk in your sleep? I don't know. I've never recorded myself. What's the most people assume about you that isn't true? That I'm a hoe, because I'm not. I'm a very good girl. Do you ever pick your nose? What type of questions are you guys asking me? I do pick my nose. I have to make sure my nose is good and it's clean. Do you snore? I don't know. Would you trade your dog for $1 million? Considering I don't have a dog, no, but if I did, fuck yeah. Bye. Who do you have a crush on? It's a crush. I can't tell you. It's a secret. What was the worst lie you've told? Again, I'm not a liar. I try to tell the truth all the time. So let me not encourage any lies. It's better to be honest than lying, because the truth always comes out, in my opinion. That's what I go by. So just be honest. Even if it hurts people's feelings, just be honest. Have you ever been ghosted? Yes, I have. This boy named Cameron, he ghosted me. Have you ever lost a friend? Absolutely, all the time. People nowadays are fake, and you tell them what they don't like, and then it's game over. It's done. I think constructive criticism is amazing. So the fact that people can't take it, it's just like, it just goes to show that you are a stuck-up person and don't want to change your ways. So yeah, I've lost friends because of that, and I don't care. This person asked, I've seen that you've been at a lot of USF football games. Who do you go to rep and why? So I go to rep my friends. I have a lot of players that are my friends that play at USF. So I go to rep them. I love my friend Michael. He's a running back. Jonathan and Tramel, they're amazing. My other friends don't play because they got injured Deontay and Andrew. Oh, and DB. Can't forget DB. He is the sweetest. I go to rep Levi, but I feel like he barely plays. As much as I don't like this person, I mean, I enjoy watching him play, but I go to watch AB play sometimes. Not all the time. Not last game. He pissed me off the last game. My favorite football player doesn't play at USF anymore, so I can't rep him anymore. But the reason why is because I'm a supportive person and I support everything that my friends do. And every person that I come in contact with, I support. Even if these football players were to walk into my office, I will be repping them. You know, it doesn't matter to me. Like like for example, these guys came. I think his name is like Mike, Big Mike or something. Not Big Mike, that's a TV show. Mike on the mic, something like that. And somebody else, he's a kicker. They came to my complex and they were looking for an apartment, and then after all, they didn't end up leasing. But they're like, oh, I play football. It cut off, sorry. So they were, they didn't end up leasing, but they ended up gaining a fan. So I'm here to rep them too, Mike. And what is his name? He's a kicker. It starts with a J. I think it starts with a J. But anywho, I go to rep a lot of people because I just simply love football and I'm very supportive. Have you ever been in love? Good question. Yes and no. Do you believe in soulmates? I do believe in soulmates. What is the last text that you sent? I actually texted my trainer. I have a new trainer because my old trainer left. So I texted TK that my availability. That was my last text message. What's your biggest insecurity? I think I've answered this. I don't have any insecurities because I'm perfect. What are you proud about? I'm proud that I'm just hustling. I'm doing my best and everything's gonna pay off in the long run. So that's what I'm proud of. Not giving up. This person said, I play basketball and I run track. Do you think you'll ever be into me? So I don't know what the answer is. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know who you are. But I love football. So if you don't play football, then I don't want you. Have you ever been heartbroken? I have been heartbroken. But I don't care no more. I'm over that. I'm a boss bitch. Fuck them hoes. This person asked, do you think you'll ever come to my basketball games? First of all, I don't even know who you are, so how am I supposed to go if I don't know? I don't even know who you play for. So just let me know, and let me know what number you are, and I'll let you know. Has there ever been a rumor spread about you? Duh. So many rumors have been spread about me that are just funny. So many rumors. People love me. Do you believe in marriage? I do believe in marriage. It just has to be the right person. I'm not just gonna marry anybody just because it's like the thing, you know, to get married. No, sir. No, ma'am. It's gonna take the perfect person for me to commit to. And if that's not you, boo, then I don't want you. This person asked me, what's your favorite movie? So my favorite movie is Titanic. I will literally sit here all day and watch Titanic, and I'll still cry every single time. What's your best childhood memory? So I wouldn't say this is the best memory. This is more so like of a traumatic memory. One time I wanted to go out with my mom, and my mom didn't want to take me, so she left me home with my stepdad and my siblings. And I ran out the house and I tried to chase my mom down as she was pulling out of the driveway. and she was already down the street at this point. And I'm running and I'm running, and then I turn around and my stepdad's running behind me with his sandal, and he flings it at me and it knocks me down. So that was a memory that I'll always remember, was when my stepdad whipped the sandal out and knocked me over. That was funny. I don't even know if he remembers that. I'm gonna go ask him. I'm just chilling here on this couch reading all these questions. I'm living my best life right now. Somebody asked, what's your biggest turnoff? My biggest turnoff is when somebody has terrible hygiene, like poor hygiene. Like, no. Doesn't matter how attractive you are, if you come in here with terrible hygiene, it's game over. Out the fucking door. What's the most scared you've been in? I've almost been kidnapped twice, so that would be the most scariest time of my life, almost being kidnapped. Who's your best friend? My best friend is Karina. I love my bitch. She is literally my other half. Somebody asked, who do you trust the most in your life? I would say I trust Ryan with my life. I just believe he always does the right things. So I trust Ryan. Somebody asked, how would you describe your personality? So I would describe my personality as fun and bubbly, but I also do have a serious side, and I am not very kind when I'm angry. I don't want to say I have anger issues because I don't, but I do get mad when things don't come out the way that they're supposed to be. But other than that, I am very fun to get along with. I'm so easygoing. I do believe in telling the truth is the key, so I'm very honest. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. What's your dream vacation? My dream vacation as of right now is to one day go to Italy. Somebody asked me, what do I admire about myself? And that is a good question. So I admire the fact that I am very hardworking. I always get what I want when I want it. And if I don't, then I will sit back, manifest it, and then eventually I'll get it. I am just somebody that doesn't take no for an answer. I'm always ahead of the game. So I pinpoint what I want and I go for it. If it doesn't work, I go for it again. I'm just not taking no for an answer. I have to have what I want. That's just who I am. You guys, the time has come. I am officially done answering all the questions that I've had. Thank you so much for asking me the questions. That way I could film content for you guys. I hope that you guys get to see a little bit more of who I am and how funny I am. Although some of my answers are dry, I do have a very dry personality as well. I can be funny, but I can be dry, and I can be witty, and I can be sassy. So I'm just a mixture of a person. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and have a good night. Well, it's nighttime right now, so I hope you guys have a good night tonight, or whenever you guys are watching. Have a good day. Bye.